Magician Bob Scopa gave me these. Well, it's called Stargazer. Tony Cooper had.
Yeah, Lee, in a little bit, later, I'm gonna go to the post office if you wanna go.
Alright.
I'm just ready to check a little bit.
Tony Culpepper had cards similar like this. I don't know if they were Stargazer because it was like 1990 something. Or 1990s or 1980s or something like that. But it's the same kind of concept with black cards with different things, something like that. Yeah. See, you can see the palming that way. If I'm on this side, you can see what I'm doing. If I'm off to this side, you can't see what I'm doing. See, if I'm right here, you can see me palming it. But if I'm off to this way, you can't see me palming. Bob Scofood says, to make your hands look natural and empty, make the thumb like this. Practice getting it like that, because first I had it like that. But his thumb was like that, and he said, Bill, I practiced it, and now it just does naturally. He was able to do a chess piece, like a pawn, and do sleight of hand with it. So good that he fooled me because he practiced getting his thumb like that, sticking out like that. He said, if you get it like the thumb to stick more outward, it'll do it naturally, like riding a bike. You don't have to really force it there, it'll go there automatically. Muscle movement. He can do him and Fritz Toll can do a fan where it comes out like this, you spread the cards, but then you're able to make it even larger. They're real good at that. And he can do like a David Blaine. Cut a cards with one hand, that takes practice. One time I did it, and I don't know how I did it, so I didn't have it on camera, so I don't know, can't play it back. But here's a trick that I thought everyone was doing, but it turns out I invented my own card trick. I show the Nine Club. See, everything looks backwards in here. Nine Club. I stick it in the middle, and when I ripple the cards, it's back on top. Now I lay it back down, I'll stick it in the middle again, and tap it, and it's back on. It's back on top. Oh, I forgot I gotta tap it. It's back on top. Then I take that card and go like this. Now it's changed to a different card. Turn back to the 10 of club. So what you gotta do, it's called the elevator card. I thought everybody was doing it that way. Then I learned the elevator card, you're doing it like only show the card, like the Jack of Club, and then you stick it in the middle. Then you ripple the cards. It's not there. It's a different card. Then you tap it and it's back on top. And then go like this and change the card. But my version, with practice, I could fill 3 cards easy. It'll look like one card. I get three cards by fill If I did it right, it should be 3 cards. Well, this time it was 2, but I'll try it again. I think I did it right. Yeah. 3 cards. By feel, you'll get to know the difference between a 2 and a 3. Even a 4 if you want to go that route, but I went like that. It looks like 1 card. But really, there's 3 cards that look like 1. A ripple, and it looks like 1 card. You show that 1 card that they think is 1 card, and you lay it back down there, and then you just stick the card in the middle, which won't be their card. It'll be a different card. Stick it in there. Now here's where you do a double lift to look like 1 card. And your card is now back on top. Really, there's 2 cards there. But your cards come out on top. And you stick it down on here. And you stick in the middle again. And you do a double lift. And you say your card's back on top. And then you tap it and you really show 1 card, which will be their card. And then you do the bottom top change. I can't think of that guy's name. Something ace, spade, ace. Man, I can't think of his name, but he's cool. He said, I say this is the Blackstone Jr. Bottom to top change I learned on 3-to-1 contact. I figured it out. And he said, said, Bill, that's older than Blackstone Jr. It's called the bottom top change. If you could find that guy, something Spades, his YouTube channel. He knows a lot about cards and the history of Magic, a lot. I mean, I know a lot, but he knows a little bit more. See, everybody does it like this. I'm not used to doing it. They take it from here and do it. Where I'm used to the Blackstone way from the 70s and 80s, where you put 1 card here and take off the top. So you say, this is not your card, and you force their card on top. You say, that's not your card, right? If I didn't hesitate. Now, let's change your card. See, that's what's happening. See, these are fairly new cards. I ain't worked them in. I knew that, I had a feeling that was going to happen. But I was hoping it wouldn't. Since these are new cards, they're going to go everywhere. There's so many cards on the floor. I'll deal with it later on. Yeah. Okay. Here's a trick I learned too. Chris Ramsey, he showed how to do this, but I learned it way before he showed it. But it's good that he brought it up in case if I didn't know or anybody else didn't know. But before we had the internet, I was doing this in the 70s and 80s because the very same book he had showing it from is the very trick I learned it from. Well, if I get my bearings right. There. Now it's changed. Huh? Okay, I'll get ready. Well, they went all the cards again.